Steve Gamache here for another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. What we've got is the Kotetsu Aogami or a blue number 2 Tsuchime or hammered Nakiri 165mm knife. So these are 3-layer construction. The core cutting edge steel is Aogami blue paper number 2 reactive high carbon steel. Heat treats a 61 maybe 62 Rockwell on that. And on either side of that core steel, which is reactive, so it's not stainless, you do have a soft stainless cladding on either side for making the maintenance easier. This cladding has a lot going on. You'll see it's got a hammered Tsuchime finish on it. And again, the center core cutting edge steel is reactive. If you look at the Santoku video on this line, you'll see I used that one and showed what it looked like with a little bit of use and some patina or oxidation on that cutting edge layer, and it looks pretty cool, and it shows you what you'll end up with. The weight and dimensions on these should be fairly similar from knife to knife. This particular one is 169 grams or 6 ounces. The edge length, it's a little hard, but it's kind of to that tip of the cutting edge there. You've got about 160 millimeters or 6.3 usable inches of cutting edge, and the overall length from the top of the end here to the back is about 290 millimeters. These knives are pretty stiff. They're also fairly thin, so that helps. 1.9 millimeters is what I got in the back, and I got about 1.9 halfway down, and about the same all the way towards the front of the blade. Blade height is 48.2 at the back, and that gives you plenty of room for a pinch grip with clearance for your fingers on the cutting board. The way these handles are set, they just kind of flow right into the choil and then the neck here, which is fairly wide, but it flows right into there, so it's a nice stop for a pinch grip. The handle is black walnut. It is very nicely finished. These are super comfy handles, really great shape to these. It's a partial tang, so it's not a full tang. It's a Western, or known as a yo handle, but it's a partial tang instead of full, and you got the 3 stainless rivets. That keeps the weight down versus a full tang, but still plenty strong. And what that does is bring the balance point forward just a little bit because the handle's not quite as heavy as a full tang handle. And so the balance point on this one's about right there, which is a little bit behind where a pinch grip would be for me. So it's going to still be a little handle heavy in a pinch grip. Racket grip, it'll probably be a little more weight forward balance bias. Let's look at the beauty shot here. So these are very nice looking knives. They have a lot going on. So you've got your Tsuchime or hammered finish on there. You've got the embossed kanji on the right side of the blade. And then you've got your hammer on there. And then this is the grind down towards the vertical finish towards the edge. They're not super skinny at the edge, but they get fairly thin at the edge. A little bit of meat there, but performance is good. The fit and finish is nice on these. They've relieved a little bit of the spine on the edges there. The choil, they've relieved just a little bit. Probably could be a little smoother for me. I'm just kind of picky about that, but not too bad. So pretty comfortable out of the box. The out-of-the-box edge, I'll give it typical 5 to 6 out of 10, so it's pretty sharp out of the box. It's definitely serviceable. Let's take a look at what this looks like on the cutting board. All right, here's your cutting board profile. So Nakiris can be a lot of different, they can be super flat or curvy, or this one's kind of pretty typical middle of the road edge profile. So it's not going to be dead flat, which is hard to use anyway, but it's fairly flat. You got a little belly in the back. You got a little belly. That tip being rounded off means, yes, you can rock this like crazy. So this will rock actually quite well. Not a problem at all. But you've got a lot of good chopping area towards here. You can do a little glide cut, push, pull. So it's actually a pretty versatile profile on that. It's not dead flat, so you can do a lot with that. So if you like this style of blade, this is a nice looking knife with great core cutting edge steel that'll get razor sharp if you do your part and will look cool as it gets a patina on it. So this is the Kotetsu Aogami or blue number 2 Tsuchime or hammered Nakiri 165mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.